Okay, I am in downtown Hot Springs and I am going to get out and explore a little bit of Hot Springs, South Dakota. Okay, I am in downtown Hot Springs, South Dakota, and here is the old 1888 jail. Wow. Let's see what it says about the old historic jail. Okay, it says this historical wooden jail was found within the walls of a frame house at 332 South Chicago Street here in Hot Springs by William I. Budd Soper while he was demolishing the structure for salvage. The jail was donated to the city and it was moved to this site in April 1983. Okay. It says this jail is built of 2x4 lumber laid flat, yada yada, don't care about that. Calamity Jane gave quite a drunken exhibition on November 10th, 1895 in the Bodega Saloon just down the street and tried to borrow a horse to take it for a ride. She was offered a night's lodging in the city jail by Mayor C.W. Hargens. Local historian says a local historian estimated the jail was built in 1885 or 1886. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna walk down this way a little bit. And over here was the an old train car, and I took a photo on the other side. But I'll have to come back to this and take another photo. I hate chopping my videos up. Okay, a place called Evans. Okay, I'm about to walk across the street. Okay, this place is called Evans. From what I can see from the sign out front, it says it's extended care or something like that, and then there's a sign that says units available. I'm not sure what that means, but it says Evans, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go down, just gonna do this little section of downtown, and then I'm gonna head across the bridge to the area where the classic cars were earlier today. I saw an old car going that way. I don't know if they're still there or not, but nevertheless, I'm gonna go back and see. And this is the Red Rock River Resort Hotel and Spa. Okay, I'm gonna walk down through here a bit. Downtown Hot Springs so far is by far the most historic town that I have been in. So far I've been through, I have not actually stopped in Keystone, but I've been through it. Very touristy. Hill City, same thing. And Custer. And Custer's a little not as historic, it's just more just plain Custer, just a plain town. But anyway, so far this one is the most historic one I've been in so far. And this one says the 1891 Steakhouse and Bistro. Now, I have not been to Deadwood yet, so I'm hoping that that's going to be a, going to be great. I hope that's going to be really, something. And this, from the sign back there on the jail, says Wild Rose's Bodega. This was apparently the original, or at least that's what it says on the sign back there at the jail, that this was the bodega that Calamity Jane apparently started some kind of a drunken brawl exhibition, something, and got in trouble and got herself landed in jail for the night after trying to borrow a horse. So this is apparently the bodega. Now let me look inside here. Oh wow, looks like there's a car in there. They must be doing some kind of renovations. It says secondhand store, coming soon. it's kind of hard to see through the glass here. Looks like there might be something from the backside. Oh, if I can walk around the backside, I'm definitely going to do that. And you can see there's an old Firebird in there, and this was the old bodega. Oh well, I don't like that, but this is about as good as it's going to get. And of course, as you can see, the glass is kind of dirty, but yep, I'm gonna walk around to the back side of this place, see what I can see. And of course, here was apparently the door to the old bodega. And then over here on this side, you can see that there's oh wow, you can see there's 2 old Firebirds in there that somebody piled in there, I guess, to work on. Okay, I'm gonna walk down this way just a little ways, and then I'm gonna head around the side of the building if I can get back there. See if there's because I'd love to be able to get a little bit better pictures and video of that place, because that is like super cool. Man, this guy's got a really super old car in here, and it's kind of grown up back here, so I'm not going to walk this way. That, I want to say, is that an old Rolls Royce? Let's see. Ah, old Jaguar. And then, of course, he's got a really old pickup truck out here. That's cool. Old Ford pickup. And, of course, over here, he's got an old Eldorado. And then another old blue pickup, which is an old International. That's really super cool. Okay, and I'm gonna walk to the end of this little place. And then I'm gonna head around the back. Here's another one of these signs. Do not pet the fluffy cows. Wow, this building is old. Of course, as you can see, this is really old. Somebody must have been an appliance store, because they've got old appliances out here. So, really very old. Okay, I'm at the back side. Here it is. There's the back side of the old bodega. Very interesting. Very cool. And okay, well, this is, like I said, this is interesting. Now I'm going to walk around the rest of the town. Okay, I'm going to start kind of on the second half of this. It's a little kind of along, this town has got a little bit to it, so I'm going to walk down this way, and then when I get back to this little section there, I might do a little bit more. There's not much on the other side. Oh wow, this is cool. Oh wow, that is really cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. Now on the way back, I'll get some pictures. I think the old cars are gone now, so I'm gonna walk a little further down here, maybe get a little more video, and then on the way back, maybe get some photos. Okay, I'm down here to another building. I'm not sure what business is in there, but it looks like it's a coffee shop, restaurant, something. Doesn't have anything there. It looks like it's, oh, I don't know, a restaurant. Don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna walk down here just a little way. Well, it says it's for rent. So, Fall River Suites. And here's a pretty mural of a buffalo right next to the police station. That is gorgeous. Okay, I'm kind of down here at the end of town, and I'm not going to go any further. There's a sign for the Pioneer Museum. I did see that advertised when I was looking on Google for things to see and do around here. I still have not gotten to the mammoth site. And, well, Pioneer's not open tomorrow, so too bad for that. Oh, here's a cool lion over here. Oh, well, that's nice. That's really cool. And then Simcoe Business Plaza, that looks like it's out of business, but now the other part of the town looks pretty historic. Oh yeah, there's a big sign up there, says museum. Okay, and here's of course the other side. I see a Wells Fargo down there, and then that's going to take me, well, around the corner and back to where I want to be, which will take me right back up to the truck stop. I'm only a couple miles away from it. But of course you see 385, and now I'm going to head back this way, and I'm going to take some pictures now as I go. And then there's another little section beyond where I park my car that I want to explore, and I'll go down there and do a little bit of video and take a few pictures down there. Unfortunately, the car show is gone. I kind of wanted to stop and this morning, but then or early this afternoon rather, but then I was like, I don't know, I don't know, because I figured I can see a car show anywhere, and I kind of maybe, I'm thinking, oh, I should have, but there is wildlife out there, and I definitely don't want to be driving through the park and hit a deer or an antelope or any other kind of big animal, because that would tear my car up. And so and I wouldn't have had a lot of time. If I'd have done this first, I would have been here later, I would have come back, been here later. It would just kind of screwed everything up. But, and I can catch car shows pretty much everywhere. Places like Tennessee, I'm going to be heading, in another month and a half, I'll be back in Tennessee, and that's gonna, there are car shows every weekend somewhere in Tennessee. So North Carolina's got them too, but Tennessee especially, there's all kinds of car shows. All I gotta do is look them up if I want to go to a car show. So anyway, I'm gonna head back around the corner and I'm gonna take some photos. Here's another part of the town that looks, wow, pretty historic. And then if you walk through here, this is like, wow, this goes all the way out to, this is like between the buildings. And this looks like it's, well, it says groceries there, so it must have been a grocery store at some point, maybe. And then here's some really old pictures. That is the old Evans building, I believe. And then some more stuff. Bakery, Marshall's Cafe. Wow. Okay, let's see what's around this corner. Oh, nothing. Oh, there's nothing there. Oh yeah, I think this is the one I started at. This is really, really old and historic. Okay, here's something else that's interesting. This is nice. Okay, this is the conclusion of part 1 of Downtown Hot Springs, South Dakota. After I did the entire video and then went over to Kidney Springs, like that gentleman, he told me about it. So I walked there's a trail down there with natural spring water, etc. I walked that. Anyway, by the time I finished that off and then walked all the way to the other end that I had initially wanted to walk, it just turned out the video is going to be too long. It would roughly be probably about 35 minutes or 40 minutes long, probably about 35 minutes, maybe 40 with the whole video. So I decided to divide it into 2, and the second part will start with Kidney Springs. So stay tuned for part 2. And as some of you may or may not know, I'm having to divide my videos and chop my videos into smaller pieces because of after a software update on my phone. Anyway, so the next one is going to be part 2 of Downtown Hot Springs, South Dakota. And I hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace.